I am Maria Garcia de Fleury. Saint Gema Galgani was an Italian mystic and religious who lived at the end of the 19th century and the beginning of the 20th century. Her feast day is celebrated on 2 days, on April 11 and on May 14. She was born in Camigliano near Lucca, Tuscany, in Italy, on March 12, 1878. She was the fifth of 8 children of Enrico Galgani, a pharmacist, and Aurelia Landi, a housewife. Since her childhood, Gema showed great religious devotion and a great love for Jesus Christ. Her mother died when she was only 7 years old, which led her to delve even deeper into her faith and her relationship with God. Gema had a poor health, and despite that, she also worked as seamstress and took care of her sick father until his death. When she was 18, her father passed away, and she had to help her aunt take care of her younger siblings. Despite her notable physical beauty, she rejected 2 suitors and began working as a housekeeper for the Giannini family. The family welcomed her with love and treated her as she were part of the family. At the age of 20, Gema had a mystical experience in which she felt God's call to dedicate her life to prayer and penance. Gema tried to enter several religious orders, but her poor health prevented her from doing so. The following year, she managed to join the Order of the Passionists, a group of religious dedicated to contemplating the Passion of Christ and serving those in need. However, due to her poor health again, she had to abandon religious life after only a few months. Despite this, Gema continued to live a life of deep spirituality and devotion. She had visions and spoke with Jesus, the Virgin Mary, and her guardian angel, to whom she had great devotion. Gema was the first Italian saint to receive the stigmata after St. Francis of Assisi. Since 1899, she permanently had the 5 wounds of Jesus crucified that she carefully hid. Her hands were covered with gloves every week from Thursday at 8 in the evening until Friday at 3 in the afternoon. The wounds from the whippings appeared all over her skin, and the wounds from the crown of thorns appeared on her head, and she felt on her shoulder the weight of a large cross that caused her a lot of suffering. Those physical marks of Christ's wounds on the cross on her body led her to a deep union with the Passion of Christ and allowed her to offer her suffering as an offering to God for the salvation of souls. Throughout her life, Gema suffered from several illnesses, including tuberculosis, meningitis, and pleurisy. The Lord fulfilled with Gema what He had promised in the Holy Bible. God, the children He loves most, makes them suffer more so that they may win a greater reward for eternity. She finally died of tuberculosis on April 11, 1903, at age 25. Despite being so young and full of ailments and illnesses, Gema always trusted in God's mercy. With her example and heroic practice virtues, she taught that even in the midst of great difficulties, the power of God overcomes any adversity, regardless of our age or condition. Therefore, despite her short life, her influence on Catholic spirituality has been very significant, and she is invoked to obtain relief from suffering and cure illnesses, because Gema Galgani was sure that with God we always win.